Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Today, we'll be covering how to use deals in Nimble, how to set up multiple deal pipelines, as well how to use the reporting feature in Nimble. If you're interested in a general overview in the entire Nimble application, you can watch the one we did last week on our YouTube channel. My colleague, Michaela, will share the link in the chat box. Or you can sign up for the one that we'll be hosting next week. We'll be sharing a link to our webinar page where you can register for any of our following webinars in the chat box, or we will also have the link added to our follow-up email and the link to the recording of today's session. So for those of you who are either new to Nimble or thinking about trialing it, let's quickly take a look at what Nimble CRM is. So Nimble is an easy-to-use CRM that works for you in MS 365, Google Workspace, and everywhere else you work. It automatically combines your contacts, communication histories, email inboxes, and calendar appointments. It also integrates with social media and with over 200 different applications like MailChimp, QuickBooks Online, Outlook contacts, and more. So we'll jump right into talking about deals in Nimble, but I do want to point out again, if you are interested in watching the general Nimble overview, you can watch the one we did last week on our YouTube channel, or you can sign up for the one that we'll be hosting next week. So let me get into the Nimble app itself. All right. So in the Today page, it's your customizable dashboard. Everybody in your company will be able to move the boxes around to see the widgets that they're interested in. This depends on the role in your company, or if you're a business owner or in sales, you might be interested in enabling the 3 sales-related widgets we offer. You might also want to move them to the top of your screen to make sure that you are always up to date with the status of all your deals. So to move the widgets around, simply click on the 3 dots on each widget, which will be located right here where I'm circling around. I hope you guys can see where my mouse is because I actually increased the size since I knew that was a problem for a lot of people in the past webinars. And then you'll be able to move them to the desired location on your dashboard. So since I don't have my deals and sales funnel and pipeline on the top of the page, I'll be glad to show you how to move the widgets. So I click the 3 dots on the top right corner, click Move Widget, and you'll see that everything turns into this blue color. So to move the widgets, the 3 dots will turn into 6 dots from the corner that you originally clicked at, and you'll see this plus sign. Just hold, and then you'll see that it will highlight the widget, and then drag them to the top, and now it's on the very top of the dashboard. So I'll do that for the stage funnel as well. Oh, there we go. And the pipeline chart as well, since we'll be talking about it. So now that we moved the sales funnel, deals, and pipeline widgets, let's go ahead and talk more about them. The deals widget allows you to check the status of deals in your overall pipeline. You can also take action directly from your dashboard from here as well. From the drop-down menu, you can see the active deals, the ones you won, lost, and the ones that your team member is working on. You can also create a new deal straight from the deals widget from the Today page by using the button over here that says Create Deal. You can also click on, on the stage funnel widget. You can monitor your active prospects, leads, and opportunities at each stage. See a quick overview of all your pipelines and individual stages to know where you need to fill opportunities to meet your goal. So for the pipeline chart, this shows all your deals organized by date. The color coding on each bar gives you a visual of the amount of the deals you're managing by the stage you're in for that month. So for more granular details, you can sort the chart by specific date ranges. So you can zero in on where you need to focus on in that time period. And you can simply do that by hovering a specific month to see the total deals within that deal stage to point out with your cursor. And now let's review how you can create deals from a contact record in Nimble. Let's go to contacts, and then let's go to Megan. So you can easily create a new deal from a contact record from Nimble by clicking on the Add Deal button just right underneath the individual's bio. So from there, a pop-up window will appear and you'll be able to fill out all the details such as the name deal, the probability, the expected close date, the amount, the primary contact, and any additional participants. You can add as many people as you want. They can be internal or external. There just has to be an existing contact record for them in Nimble. If you want to add multiple contacts, just separate them in a comma. You can also select the appropriate pipeline and the stage you want to place the deal on. You can also select the privacy settings, and you can have it viewed as private, public, where they can view it and edit it, or just have it just only viewed. So now exiting out of the Add Deal. To review the information about all the deals related to the specific person or company, make sure you click on Interactions and then click on Deals. So underneath the Interactions tab, you can see all the entire history of the relationship with this person or company, but after a while there will be a lot of information because it contains the history of your interactions on email and Twitter, all your notes and all your activities and so on. So viewing it under the Deals tab will be faster and easier way to do it, to just view the deals. So now going to the Deals tab. On the Nimble Business Manager plan, you can create as many pipelines as you want and use them to not only track your sales opportunities, but also your marketing projects, PR opportunities, renewals, and more. To create a deal, select New Deal on the top right-hand corner. Oh, left-hand corner, sorry about that. And then from there, you can name the deal, relate the deal to multiple contacts and companies, add the valued amount of the deal, schedule an expected close date, project the probability of closing, and choose the beginning stage of your deal, plus all the other things we've covered a second ago. Once your deal has been created, click Save. And then if you want to edit an existing deal, locate the one you want to edit. Let's edit the one that says Simple Sample Deal. And then over here, you can edit it. So you can edit the deal name, the primary contact, and everything covered from before. And if you want to close a deal, you can do that by selecting the drop-down menu right next to the edit button. And then you can choose if you want to close it by won or lost, or if you want to remove the deal entirely, select delete. You can also schedule a task or event, log deal-related activities, make notes, or attach files to your deal. You can currently add attachments from OneDrive, Google Drive, and Dropbox, and soon you'll be able to add them to your computer. So you can do all of that from over here. Any updates to your deal will appear in the Alls tab, along with the messages that you have with a contact or company related to the deal. Filter these by clicking Messages, Activities, Notes, and Attachments. And then as you can see to the right, you will see an overall view of contacts involved in your deal. So going back to the Deals tab, to export your deals from Nimble, click on Export CSV. You'll then be able to choose which deal you would like to export, all, active, won, or lost. And you can also export lists based on deals owned by specific team members. So Nimble allows you to view your team members' deals on a pipeline or list. So you can toggle between the two and see which one you would prefer. So here's the pipeline view and the list view. I personally like the pipeline view because it looks more visually pleasing than just a list. And then So deals can be moved from one stage to the next by simply drag and dropping within the pipeline, just like this. And then besides owned by over here, you can decide to view your deals by your entire team or individual team members. And then right next to that, there'll be another drop-down menu where you can view active won, lost, and stuck deals. So a stuck deal will appear red, just like this, and indicate that the deal has exceeded the set limit of days with a given stage. And then going back to the list view, you will see that you can group your list by owner, amount, stage, probability, and expected close date. So for Nimble Business Manager Plan, you can create unlimited pipelines. This can come handy, especially if your company operates across different verticals, sells multiple products, or has distinct funnels. Even if this is not the case, it's just nice to have the flexibility to track as much as possible in one platform rather than across multiple applications, spreadsheets, or even worse, sticky notes on your desk. You can use the pipelines in Nimble to manage sales opportunities, renewals, PR opportunities, your hiring process, project management, and much more. We will cover these individual use cases later in our session. To create or customize your pipeline, go to Customize Pipeline. And if you see that the Add Pipeline button is grayed out, this button right over here, it means that you're not the account admin and the account admin did not give you the permission to do so. So we suggest that you reach out to them and ask for their permission. So to add a pipeline, just click Add Pipeline and then name it. I guess I'll name it Marketing. Oh, I spelled marketing wrong. Oh my God. There we go. And then click Save. And then from there, you can add your stages, name them, and set the limits for how long you would like each deal to stay in that stage. Once a deal stays in a particular stage longer than the allowed time, it will turn red on your pipeline. You can also use the amount ranges down over here option, which will allow you to group deals by their forecasted amount in the list view. If you wish to delete an entire existing pipeline, you can simply hover over it and click delete over here, so you can delete it. And then also, as you can tell, when I hover over the other pipelines, you could just press delete over here as well. To edit an existing pipeline, click on it and you'll see the options to edit the name of the pipeline, and after clicking the edit button on each stage, you can also rename it and also change the limit of how long a deal can last in that stage. You can also, let's press cancel, drag and drop the existing stages if you want to change the order, just like that. And then also you can add new stages at any time. We often get asked by our customers about how to set up their stages and how many they should have. This really depends on your sales process and the type of your business, but generally our customers decide to either opt for a limited number of stages and then use activities to set up all follow-ups, etc., or create a stage for each of their activities. Let's go over both examples and start with limited number of stages. So for the purpose of this demo, I marked my existing sample sales pipeline as short. So let's go to the short one. In this view, you can see that I have 5 stages. Oh, pipeline. There we go. So I have cultivating, prospecting, qualifying, reviewing proposal, closing, and then close deal. So in this scenario, for each of my follow-ups and attempts to move the deal through my pipeline, I would use the add activity option on the appropriate deal. Nimble gives me the option to create tasks and assign it to myself or anybody else on my team. Event, in case it's an actual meeting you're scheduling with a prospect or customer. Call, or a custom activity. Custom activity can be set up in settings by the account admin and can be anything from an in-person meeting to a LinkedIn message. The advantage of creating activities can each follow is that everybody who has access to this deal can open it and easily see what exactly has been done and when all your activities will be shown up under the All tab after opening a deal. Using activities allows you to set due dates and assign tasks to yourself or your team members and then get notified when they are completed. So going back to the pipeline view, many of our customers prefer to create stages for follow-ups as well. Let me show you such pipeline might look like. So I named it sales long. The stages can be created as follows. So I did prospecting qualifications, need analyze, value proposition, proposal sent, identifying additional decision makers, second demo, try not to go back, post-proposal, negotiation review, going slowly, acceptance sent, acceptance reviewed, proof of concept, closing, and then close deal. The number or stages and their name, of course, depends on your own sales process. This is just an example of how we've seen it from some of our customers using it. In this case scenario, you would be able to easily see exactly where each deal stands. So another example of using Nimble's multiple deal pipelines that we see is to manage PR opportunities. So let's go to, I called it PR op for this demo. So the stages on such pipeline could look something like this. So I put initial outreach, follow-upping, scheduling, scheduled, rescheduled, and then close the deal. Once speaking engagement, webinar, podcast recording, and or article is published, you can move the deal into the final stage to close deal. And then from there, you can click if you have won or lost, and then you can add additional information because we're cool. And that is why we won that deal. And I spelled it wrong. There we go. See. So now let's go to the Reports tab. So we're going to cover how to use the reporting feature in Nimble to report on the status of your sales. From the top right corner, you can select if you want to report on the success of individual pipelines or if you want to report on all pipelines. You can select the option to create a report from one salesperson or for the entire team over here, right next to it. So the dashboard is where you can view yourself and your team members' deals progress at a glance. You can use the calendar on the top right corner to select a specific time frame or any default options like this week, last month, and etc. You can also select the option to print your report, to save it as a PDF if you don't want to print it as well. So for the forecasting deal, this will show you all future deal outlooks. You can sort by 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, and you can also, again, do specific time intervals as well. And for deals history, let's do last year, so there'll be something up there. Oop. This is where you may view all historical deal results, sorting by time intervals as well. So that is it for the deals pipeline and reporting training webinar. Our next one is going to be next week on the 17th, and we'll be going over Nimble CRM general overview, and that's like every other week. And then the next one after that, we'll be going over using segmentation, group messaging, and customs within Nimble. And we have a special offer for our new users. If you sign up today, you can get up to 30 days of Nimble for free. Michaela, can you send this URL link on our chat box so it can be easy accessible to our users? And then once you finish that, it's time for questions. Let me pop up the questions really quick.
Hello, everybody. This is Michaela. Reviewing the questions we have here. One question was regarding having templates for deals. So we don't have them at this moment. Currently, we only have email templates for emails or templates for emails. Jeff was also asking if we can set it up so then when a rep places the deal in a certain stage, the percentage is fixed. So again, not at this moment. We are in the process of completely revamping the deals and the pipelines and the reporting. So this should be coming probably in Q2. So we will definitely take the feedback from this to our product, to the director of our product, and we'll make sure that it's considered. And once we hear back from our product team, we might also follow up with you individually to let you know if these features are coming or not. Let's see what other questions we have here. Okay, so great question from Tiana. Is there a possibility of archiving a pipeline rather than deleting it? So not at this moment. Again, we will take it back to our product team because we are in the process of redesigning and completely revamping this feature. So we'll let you know individually once we hear back. Khalil is asking, how do we ensure that one does not move from one stage to another without clearing a milestone? Yeah, that's also a really great question. Currently, there's not such way. So it will be on the accountability of the sales rep of not just moving it when it's not been clear to move to the next stage. So I'm waiting here to see if we have any more questions popping in. And we will follow up with all of you individually regarding what's coming and what's not in the deals revamp. Alrighty, so doesn't look like we have any more questions at this moment. If you do have any questions, please let us know at care@nimble.com. And we will be more than happy to answer any questions. And also there's going to be a survey at the end of today's webinar. So please let us know how we did. And if you have any suggestions on what we should cover in our future webinars. With that, I'll give it back to Nadia. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Again, thank you so much for joining us. We'll be sending you guys a link to the webinars for next week and the weeks after that, and also the recording of this session. So have a great day. Thank you.